Hello everybody, Terry Fan's back. This video is inspired by Spinning at One's video of Backlash. He mentioned how the WWE's biggest pay-per-views, the big four, were Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and he says Backlash is right with them, and I have to agree, because I think Backlash is probably, in my opinion, one of the better pay-per-views as before. There's been some bad ones. I'm going to tell you all my three favorite Backlashes of all time are Backlash 1999, the first ever Backlash, the one Backlash 2000, and Backlash 2007, mostly because I was at that particular pay-per-view, and that means much more to me. And I completely enjoyed the card. That should have been the real Night of Champions, because there were 6 matches, well there were 7 matches technically. There was a dark match, for those who don't know. The dark match was Carlito with Tori Wilson in his corner versus Johnny Nitro at the time. Carlito won, just FYI. It was a very solid match too. Ric Flair was out there with him, because we all know Ric Flair was a mentor to Carlito at the time. Well, I probably told Spin at One I would do my 10 favorite Backlash matches of all time, and here they are. This is just my opinion, and you can agree to disagree. Coming in number 10 is, and later on I'm going to review Backlash 2004. I know I said I'll never review that pay-per-view, but again, I got inspired, so here we go. Coming in number 10 is Chris Jericho versus Christian and Trish Stratus at Backlash 2004. I really enjoy that particular match, because I was a Chris Jericho fan at the time. I liked that gimmick back then, before he started doing this, whatever the freak he's doing now. It's honestly, in my opinion, freaking ridiculous. This was a pretty entertaining match. That's the reason it's coming in at number 10. Coming in at number 9 is Backlash 2005 for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was Batista versus Triple H. Batista is probably the only guy I know that beat Triple H 3 pay-per-views in a row. I didn't count Judgment Day, because that was a SmackDown pay-per-view at the time. He beat Triple H at WrestleMania 21, Backlash, and Vengeance 2005. I know wrestlers that would dream to beat that Punk at 3 consecutive pay-per-views. Anyway, that match was pure classic. Triple H and Batista literally gave it their best. Out of the 3 matches, I say this one was, and the Hell in a Cell match were probably my favorites. Coming in number 8 is Ken Shamrock versus The Undertaker, Backlash 1999. A pretty solid match with my favorite wrestler, The Undertaker. Ken Shamrock was a great submission wrestler, and these two gave it a great match for that particular pay-per-view. Coming in number 7 was particularly not for this match for itself, but the ending. It was Test and Albert, who were known as TNA at the time, with Trish Stratus in their corner, versus the Dudley Boys at Backlash. It was a pretty good tag team match, in my opinion. And the one thing that gets me the most was the ending. For those of you, I'll refresh your memory. You remember the times when the Dudley Boys were literally putting every World Wrestling Federation diva through a table? I think they did every single one. Everyone who worked for the WWF at the time, except for Trish. I mean, the build-up was just so brilliantly done. Every time Bubba will try to do it, he gets into a trance, and he can't do it. But at Backlash, when Trish kissed Bubba Ray, we all thought Bubba Ray was not going to do it this time. Well, guess what? He ended up doing it. I was shocked at that time, too. And then he had an evil smile on his face. And I remember I saying, somebody give him a cigarette. So that's the reason the Test and Albert versus the Dudley Boys at Backlash 2000 was on my list, mostly because it was the ending that surprised me. Coming in number 6 was John Cena versus Shawn Michaels versus Randy Orton versus Edge for the World Wrestling Entertainment Championship at Backlash 2007. I was at. This was a pretty cool match. You had high spot after high spot after high spot. And the ending was very controversial. Shawn Michaels kissed John Cena, who, if I'm not mistaken, landed on Randy Orton to retain the WWE title. Coming in number 5 is Melina versus Mickey James at Backlash 2007. And that reason, the same reason that Tess and Albert and Dudley Boys at Backlash 2000 was on my list was because there was a specific a specific part in the match. They literally did a split in the middle of the match, and they were fighting each other too. That was sweet. Of course, I wanted Mickey James to win at the time, but oh well. Coming in number 4, which is in my opinion one of the best World Wrestling Federation Championship matches of all time. It was Triple H, who was the WWF Champion at the time, versus The Rock. This match was a solid, classic match. My favorite, it was also the return of Stone Cold to help The Rock win the WWF title. That match was just so perfect. I say it's one of the greatest matches of all time. My favorite part of the match was when The Rock literally rock bottom both Shane and Triple H through the table. That was my favorite part at the time. And of course, Stone Cold kicking everybody's butts. And my favorite quote of the whole match was, "I don't know where Austin was," from JR. He said, "I don't know where Austin was, but thank God he got here." And then Triple H kicked some ass. Stone Cold kicked ass. Stone Cold kicked corporate ass. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. Coming in number 3 is Triple H versus John Cena versus Edge for the WWE title at Backlash 2006. Spending that one mention this match, I had to agree it was a pretty solid match. Triple H literally got busted wide open. It was a pretty solid match, and of course John Cena didn't win the match, but because he was a champion. But oh well. Coming in number 2 is, I had to agree with spending that one. This Stone Cold vs. The Rock match was a little better than their match at WrestleMania 15. But I always enjoy the Stone Cold vs. The Rock matches. They were always great matches, no matter who they were. They were literally, like, one was Dr. Jekyll, one was Mr. Hyde. You couldn't have one without the other. Anyway, it was coming in number 2 is Stone Cold vs. The Rock for the WWF title Backlash 1999. Great match and a great ending to it, too. Now, on to my favorite matches of all time. I got 2 favorite matches, so they're coming in at number 1. Coming in at number 1 is Randy Orton versus Cactus Jack for the Intercontinental title at Backlash 2004. I say this match was, in my opinion, the best match on the entire card. The match was so hardcore and so gore. I remember getting I still get chills every time I think about it. And this match really got Randy Orton my respect. When Randy Orton was going for the RKO on Cactus Jack threw him on the thumbtacks, and I'll never forget my reaction. I was like, ooh, that literally set chills up my spine that night. And to see him covered in thumbtacks, oh man, these two literally stole the show. And coming in the other match of all time is The Undertaker vs. Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship in the Last Man Standing match at Backlash 2007. These two literally battled all over the arena. They were doing everything to each other. The match ended up in a draw. But still, I say that was a great match. Probably one of the best World Heavyweight Championship matches of all time, in my opinion. Well, this is my top 10 favorite Backlash matches of all time. Stay tuned for my review of Backlash 2004. Terry Fan signing out. Thank you to Spend That One for this idea, and take care.